Hey guys, yeah, we got more babies. Had a lot of stuff going on this week, some really weird stuff. We'll get into that. Before we do, I want to do something real quick. I'm not one to plug stuff. I work with Amazon KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing, and I made a sheep record book, all right? It's for sale on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description. You can get to it. If you're a Prime member, you get it for free shipping. I really went through a lot of stuff I thought we really needed with record books. Medications, vaccinations, wormings, when to put the dates in, breeding dates, lambing dates, if you had twins or singles or what you had, everything about it. There's a spot to put it in here. I think it'll hold up to 30 sheep. I believe that's how I've got it set for the flock size anyway. I consider records to be real important, and later in this video I'm going to show you why they're so important or why I think they're important, but I want to get this out. If you don't keep good records, do something. Notebook, anything, but if you're interested, I'd get it for $5.99 is what they sell this thing for on Amazon. Like I said, it's free ship if you want. If it interests you, link in the description, go take a look. I like the book. I don't know, of course I made it, so maybe that's why I like it. All right, let's get into Junior here. Oh yeah, about 6 days ago, had a new set of twins. This was one of them. He weren't real active right off the bat, I noticed. I was able to get a hold of him, gave him a little bit of milk. But the key was, Mom didn't like this one too well. Remember, if you're old enough, remember the old mothers, brothers, Mom like you best? Well, that's what we had here. Mom liked the other twin. I really don't know if that was a boy or a girl, but this poor little guy, he had the rough end of it. Yeah, Mom didn't care much for him. But he stayed with Mom. I couldn't keep up with him. He was out running around with Mom. And I noticed every time he tried to go eat, Mom was headbutting him or doing something, so he wasn't getting a lot. But at the same token, I couldn't go out and catch him. And Mom was kind of crazy running around. If I got out there, she would go flying all over the place. And I thought, you know, if I really spent a lot of time chasing him down, with my luck, the other one will get run over by Mom, and that one will happen, something happen to that. So we went on all the way till yesterday. And that was at 5 days old. He finally slowed down enough. I got a hold of him quick. Got him yesterday afternoon, I guess it was. And I'll tell you, his mouth was cold. He wasn't in great shape. Tubed him real quick. Vitamin B shot. He got some vitamin B down the throat to boot. 3 hours later, he looked a little better. And he got tubed again. And that was the second time. And this morning, well, he's up, doing good. He nursed, not a ton, but he did nurse. And about noon today, we hit him again with it. And he's nursing and doing fine. So we'll see what happens. I guess maybe we got a bottle baby. We'll see what we're going to do anyway. I don't like naming things early, but I kind of might call him Cyrus. Yeah, seeing as how Mom was doing the ultimate in social distancing, yeah, so we're going to call you Cyrus the Virus. How's that? Yeah, he probably won't like that, but all right. Hey, I got something I really want to go over with you on that one ewe I had that wasn't cleaning right. That's going to be something really weird. Let me put him away, and we'll talk about that. All right, got him put away. Let me tell you a little about what I've been doing. Everybody's there. There's one in there. Apple's the only one that hasn't lambed as of yet. Everybody else has now. I took the outside area over there, opened the gate to it, and let them go out. Little guys, they just love the hill. They love playing King of the Mountain on top the hay pile over there. But I kind of gave them a little more room. I did that because I locked my other ones, my late ones, I locked them in out of the pasture. I wanted to fertilize that pasture. So I got them locked in this morning, fertilized that pasture quick. And now all three pastures are fertilized. And I'll tell you what, I hope you can see this. If you're watching this on a phone, you might not. But I noticed this morning, took a picture way down at the end of the pasture where I fertilized that last week. You can see on the outside of the fence how yellow the grass is, and that's how it's not nice and rich and green on the inside of the pasture where it got fertilized. That's how much difference you can get just by putting some fertilizer out there. And I got all three pastures. Like I told you the other day, I put on 13, 13, 13 is a pasture fertilized. I got less than $40. I was able to do all my pastures. It's definitely worth the effort. All right, we're going to talk about my ewe that wasn't cleaning right last time. And that was my favorite. That was Daphne. That's the one that comes up and would eat apples out of my hand. So she had the twins and she wasn't cleaning right. In case you didn't see the last video, she wasn't cleaning right. So we got a hold of the vet. The vet said, give her a shot of LA200. Wait 3 days, give her another shot of LA200. Wait 3 days and give her Estromate, which will help her abort or get anything that's left inside of her. It should get it out. So that is the process that we did. She was eating fine. Matter of fact, here she is. There she is right here. She's the first one up with her little ones right there. She was eating fine. They were nursing fine. But I'll tell you what, every day she was moaning and groaning, and she'd get some stuff to come out and then she didn't. And yeah, you had a tough time, didn't you, Dad? I don't have an apple for you, I'm sorry. But she was having a tough time with it. She'd moan and groan and she'd keep trying. And then all of a sudden, yesterday afternoon, it was like, oh, I feel so good. She was up, she was moving around more, feeling better. And I thought, great, she finally got the last, must have got the last of her or whatever. Today, I was over by the catch pen, and I happened to step by the catch pen where they can go into the catch pen, and I stopped and looked, and there was something on the ground, and I walked over, and there was a third lamb. For 10 days, she's had that lamb in her, and it was trying to come out backwards. She got it out. I don't know why she's alive. She ought to be dead. I can't understand how she's still alive today, but she basically had a triplet inside of her. She finally expelled it yesterday, so after 10 days. So I'm really happy she's alive. She probably shouldn't be. I mean, she looked like she was cleaning. I never bothered to check for a third one because there was afterbirth coming out. That should be normal. It's just sometimes getting it all out. So I guess that one's on me. I guess I should have taken another look, but you know, hopefully she'll be all right and she'll be in good shape. But that gets me to the record book again. It brings you back to that. Keeping good records. Definitely on her page right now, it'll note she had triplets. It's going to note, I note all of the medication that we gave her, the shots we gave her. I noted that she sloughed a third lamb 9 days, 10 days later. That's all in there. So I keep track of that. Another thing I'm keeping track of, if you've noticed, all the black bellies, them all have standard normal ears. Whereas if you look at my mouflons, a lot of them have little small elf ears, which some people really think those are cute and like them. Some people don't. I'm kind of in the, yeah, I don't really care for them, but I can live with it one way or the other. Well, we've been pretty good not having elf ears. If you notice, Cyrus, when I was holding him, he's got them. And Cyrus's brother and or sister out here has them. But I got a lot that don't. So that's one thing I'm doing on my record book. If the ewe is bred to Max, who has the elf ears, if she's throwing everything with normal ears, I make sure I note that. The last one now, where Cyrus came from, and his brother and or sister that's out here, both have elf ears. That's noted. I know that ewe now has that. If she gives me nothing but elf ears again next year, and she may be gone. So maybe it's not. Maybe next year she'll have regular. But I don't know how. It's hereditary, but you don't know which one's going to be. So the record book for me is important. I'm going to keep real close track of that. I'll know which ewes are giving me ones with elf ears, which ones aren't. And the same with the mouflons. Now, Apple out here has elf ears. The lamb she had last year had normal ears. So elf ears to elf ear, and I got normal, which that can happen. I'm anxious to see what does she do this year. It'll be in the record book, so we'll keep track of it. So that's why I like keeping really close tabs, so I can come back a year from today and look. I can also look at how many days did they go on gestation. So I'll know, were they 4 or 5 days late, were they early, whatever. I can go back next year and take a look at all that in the record book. So that's why I think it's kind of important. Maybe for you, it's not going to be so much. Anyway, that's it. It was kind of a wild week this week. We got a bottle baby to take care of. Poor old Daphne had to slough out a triplet 10 days later. But otherwise, everybody else is doing good. Apple in there to go. I did notice on my late ones, I got a black belly ewe over there that we did not check in December because we took those lambs off for last November, and she's getting a pretty good belly. So I got the feeling she got bred sooner than I thought, so we might have her coming up close. All right, that's out for me with this week. Hey, I'm going fishing tomorrow. But for now, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.